Okay, this is a more complex problem involving the calculation of hydrostatic forces on a triangular gate. It's a variation on a midterm problem from fall 2014. An isosceles triangular gate in a dam is inclined at 50 degrees from the horizontal. The gate is 2.6 meters long and 1 meter wide and hinged at A, which is at a depth of 3 meters from the free surface. The gate weighs 1,500 newtons, so not negligible in this problem. And we're after calculating the force F gate applied at B required to hold the gate closed. By the way, this is just a solved problem. The theory for this problem is covered in another presentation. I'll put a link to that presentation in the description. As with all these problems, you can download a hard copy of the solution from the course website. So moving on to the solution, the first task is to visualize the geometry. In my experience in teaching this topic in person, students sometimes have trouble with these gate problems because they don't properly understand the drawing. In this sketch, you're seeing the gate edge on, and the gate's triangular shape is shown with a revolved section, which you may have seen in your engineering graphics course. So in this view, you're seeing the gate head on. This is a sketch of the gate in an oblique view, so you can visualize the gate's geometry. Notice that the 1 meter long hinge, AA, is horizontal here. Now we can move on to the solution. As with all these problems, you should start with a free body diagram. Of course, what we're considering is static equilibrium of the gate with the sum of the moments set to 0. And we take the sum of the moments about the hinge, about point A, in that way we can avoid calculating the hinge forces. So the forces on the gate are the hinge forces in the X and Y direction, the hydrostatic pressure distribution, and the weight of the gate, which acts at the centroid. And we're going to assume this gate is a uniform thickness plate, so the centroid is located at the centroid of a triangle, so at 1/3 from the base. And also we have the gate force, F gate, that we're looking for applied at B. In these types of problems, the pressure distribution is replaced with a single equivalent hydrostatic force, FH, located at what's called the center of pressure. FH acts a distance YCP from the centroid of the triangular gate. You've probably seen this approach in other courses in, for example, beam stress analysis, where a ramped distributed load is replaced by an equivalent point load. The hydrostatic force on the gate is Fh, which is gamma hcg times A. Gamma is the specific weight of water in this problem, so the density times the gravitational acceleration. Hcg is the depth of the centroid of the triangular gate, and A is just the area of the gate. So the depth of the centroid we can calculate because the centroid of a triangular gate is located 1/3 of the height, so at 2.6 meters divided by 3. Now that distance is inclined with the gate, so we have to take the sine of 50 degrees. So this distance here is 2.6 meters divided by 3 sine 50 degrees, and to get the total depth we add on 3 meters. And so that gives a total depth of the centroid, so the vertical distance to the centroid in the liquid, of 3.66 meters. And of course the area of a triangle is just 1/2 the base times the height, so 1/2 times 1 meter times 2.6 meters, which gives 1.3 meters squared. So now we can calculate the hydrostatic force. So rho g hcg times A, the density of water we're going to take as 998 kilograms per cubic meter. Acceleration due to gravity is 9.81 meters per second squared. The depth of the centroid, 3.66 meters, and the area of the gate, 1.3 meters squared. And you can see the meters cubed on the top cancels with the meters cubed on the bottom, and you end up with kilogram meters per second squared, which is a Newton. And when you multiply it out, that works out to 46.63 kilonewtons. So now we have the total hydrostatic force on the gate. Up here, I've written a few of the calculated variables that we're going to need for the remainder of the problem. Now we can move on and calculate the location of the center of pressure. In other words, find the location where FH acts. FH acts a distance YCP below the centroid. So YCP equals minus IXX sine theta divided by the depth of the centroid and the area of the gate. Now the minus sign here is just to remind you that that's a distance below the centroid. That's why I've shown this distance as an absolute value. Also note that theta in this problem, so in sine theta, is the angle that the gate makes with the horizontal. As you may recall, the sine of supplementary angles are equal, so you can use either 50 degrees or 130 degrees in this formula. IXX is the second moment of area of the triangle about a horizontal axis through the centroid, so about the x-axis here. IXX for a triangle is given in figure 2.13 in your textbook. So we can do the calculation. The base is 1 meter. The height is 2.6 meters divided by 36. And that gives 0.4882 meters to the fourth for the second moment of area. Now we can calculate this distance YCP. IXX is 0.4882 meters to the fourth. Here we can take sine 130 degrees or sine 50 degrees, the depth of the centroid, which is 3.66 meters, and the area of the gate, which is 1.3 meters squared. And that works out to a distance of minus 0.0785 meters. So that's the distance below the centroid here where the hydrostatic force acts. For static equilibrium, the sum of the moments about the hinge at A will be 0. I've arbitrarily taken clockwise as positive. So here's the moment calculation. F gate has a moment arm of 2.6 meters. It's positive. In other words, it acts in the clockwise direction. So the moment arm is a full 2.6 meters. The weight also has a moment in the clockwise direction. The weight acts at the centroid, which is 1/3 the distance down the triangle. So this distance here, the horizontal moment arm, is 2.6 meters divided by 3 times the cos of 50 degrees, which is 0.557 meters. The hydrostatic force acts in the counterclockwise direction, so it's negative. As we calculated in the previous slide, it acts at a distance of 0.785 meters below the centroid. So we've got to add that distance to the distance from the hinge to the centroid, which is 2.6 meters divided by 3. And that works out to a total distance of 0.945 meters. So that's the moment arm on FH, which acts in the counterclockwise direction. And all of this sums to 0. Now what I've done is I've solved for F gate, and you can make the substitutions for the weight of the gate, which is 1,500, and our previously calculated hydrostatic force, which was 46.63 kilonewtons. And when you do this calculation, you get that the gate force required to keep the gate closed is 16.6 kilonewtons, and that's the final answer. And that completes this presentation.